learned it the hard way. Friends never last long. I'm trying to get my cash long. You niggas off point like the bag wrong.
What's good, y'all? It's your guy J100, Puff Puff, no pass back with another reaction video. Fire ass reaction video, I should say. Today, we're going to be reacting to top 10 scammers who got caught. Top 10 scammers who got caught. I know a few scammers, and I would never pray on their downfall. A few scammers help me out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we're going to be reacting to top 10 scammers who got caught. First thing I need y'all to do for me is like the video. Make sure y'all like the video. Second thing I need y'all to do for your guy is subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure that notification bell is turned on so you will not miss one single reaction from me when I do upload, because y'all all know I upload often. And today, we smoking Snow Montana from Cookies. Already got one rolled. So without further ado, let's get into it. Top 10 scammers who got caught. Let's go.
This is Trent here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 scammers who got caught.
Federal prosecutors say Ponle is behind a fraud scheme worth more than $50 million.
We believe this is one of the largest cases of its kind in U.S. history.
In the 10 spot, we've got two guys who were on a motorcycle who tried to pull off a little insurance scam, acting like they got hit by this car. Unfortunately for them, this car had a dash cam.
So I just set him up for the Odie Wapty, and dude caught him in 4K. Well, it don't look like 4K, like 720. Maybe 1080 on a good day.
Moving on to number 9, this one's pretty messed up. We've got a scammer who called this grandmother acting like he was her grandson, and he was in jail asking for bail money, said that a friend would go and pick it up. This grandmother fell for it, and this dude went and picked up $10,000 of bail money so that he could go and bail out the grandson, of course, and he ended up obviously leaving with the cash.
You're watching a scam artist in action.
Okay, bye-bye.
He just took $10,000 from Barbara McCullough. It all started with a phone call from someone claiming to be her grandson.
I said, you know, you it really doesn't sound like you, but he said, I have a horrible cold. Then he started crying.
The caller said he needed bail money fast.
I went down to the bank and drew $10,000 out.
What's unusual is the scammer was caught on a security camera.
Anyway, this one is wild. It's one of my favorite ones. This involves the king of all Nigerian scammers. This guy stands at the top of everybody else on that giant pyramid scheme going on over there. And this guy, he tricked basically just a ton of different huge companies into sending him over $50 million at least, with the possibility of it adding up to almost around $400 million. Like I said,
man, hey, I heard of a lot of, man, it's like overseas, it's a lot of them scammers, bro. Them Social Security scammers, the ones that tell you hit the lottery overseas and all that shit. They send you them emails, call your phone, text your phone, all that shit, bro. Y'all gotta be on high alert, especially like the older ones, man, like your parents. If y'all young and y'all watching this, or if y'all my age, man, you gotta watch shit. If you my age, you still gotta watch out for your parents, man. I be making sure my mom ain't getting scammed out of nothing. She be calling me and letting me know, like, yeah, they tried such and such, because they be slick with it. Some of them do. If you're not smart, and if you're not on your P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying? If you're not looking for it, they will scam you. So y'all got to be careful. Make sure your parents is careful, and everybody that's older around you, make sure they careful, because they be scamming. They be scamming the older folks. And young folks too, man. Y'all got to be careful with that, man. Just keep your eyes open, stay alert.
This guy, he was the king, and he would basically steal company login info or trick them through phishing emails and stuff like that, and have them send money to his bank accounts instead of bank accounts that they were supposed to send it to. It was kind of like a neat little trick that he had going on, but eventually he did get caught. Part of it was because he was kind of famous on Instagram too for showing off his lifestyle with all this money that he stole.
Meet Olalekan Jacob Ponle. Sources pointed us to his Instagram feed, which looks like lifestyles of the rich and famous. Fancy clothes, fast cars, a freewheeling lifestyle. Federal prosecutors say Ponle is behind a fraud scheme worth more than $50 million. An unnamed Chicago-based company was allegedly duped into sending wire transfers totaling more than $15 million. Another local company lost $2.3 million.
In the number 7 spot, this is going to be one of the dumbest things that I've ever seen. This actually involves a YouTuber with almost or around 100,000 subscribers. She's 22 years old, and she was accused or got...
Hey, she's sexy, bro. She could have scammed me out of a few hundred, you know. Could have scammed me out of a few $100, baby.
Got caught stealing around $1.5 million in this fraud scheme. She would post on Instagram offering money to borrow people's bank account info, and people would actually do it. I don't know how stupid you got to be to do that, but once she got the bank account info, she would then just basically send it to herself and keep all the money, and she got enough people to do it to steal $1.5 million.
It's just me today.
In this YouTube video, Kayla Massa tells her 100,000 YouTube followers how to make money selling used clothing.
I sell all my unwanted clothes.
But federal prosecutors say the 22-year-old woman had a much more lucrative scheme that involved posting on Instagram to lure her victims. This post reads, if you're from South Jersey, have a bank account, and trying to make some quick, easy money, direct message me. Once Massa...
Oh, hey, they be sending me, I be getting a whole bunch of them type of messages in my Instagram and on Facebook. Not as much, but I used to get the messages a lot, bro. And I know a lot of y'all out there probably did too, for real. I know a lot of y'all out there probably did too.
Received the bank account info from a victim, she said she'd pay them a few $100s. Instead, authorities say Massa blocked the victims online while she deposited bogus checks made in the names of real businesses and then quickly withdrew the cash.
We're in 6. This one actually happened pretty recently. If you guys remember a little while back, a ton of Twitter accounts all over were hacked, and basically a bunch of famous people were posting about Bitcoin addresses. And
my Twitter never, I don't believe my Twitter ever got hacked, and I had it about 8 years. I don't think it ever got hacked, but my Facebook did get hacked though. Facebook get hacked all the time, bro.
And stuff like that. If you send me a little bit, I'll send you a lot of money back. And it ended up being that obviously this was a scam. Somebody had hacked into Twitter and basically got access to just a ton of different people's accounts, and then was posting that on all different things. But this guy ended up getting caught and now is appearing in court.
Hillsborough State Attorney Andrew Warren filing 30 felony charges against 17-year-old Graham Clark, accusing him of perpetrating the Bitcoin hack of Twitter accounts. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement working with several federal agencies to conduct the nationwide investigation.
He had access.
Hey, Bitcoin be going crazy though. Cryptocurrency, y'all better get hip and start investing, man. For real. I know a lot of y'all getting stimulated with that stimulus money, so you might want to start investing in that, bro, and double, triple your money.
To all Twitter accounts.
Investigators say Clark then stole the identities of prominent people, posting tweets in their names, directing victims to send Bitcoin to accounts associated with himself.
At number 5, whenever you're buying or selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that, there are some risks that come along with it. And
some risks.
This is one of those situations where somebody got scammed in a really scary way, because this guy, he would post things on Facebook Marketplace and then tell people to bring cash for it. To buy it or whatever. They would meet in a parking lot, and he would go into a really secluded area of it and then force them to give him the money without giving them anything that they were planning on buying. Basically, with a weapon of some sort, and
hey, that happened more
they
than
would
what y'all
obviously
think,
have to give him the money, and then he would bail.
Just a few days ago, a man had plans of buying a soundbar electronic.
Check this out. So, bro, I got a buy, sell, and trade business, you know what I'm saying? I use Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, eBay, all that stuff. It's sketchy when you're using like the Let Go and OfferUp app or even Facebook Marketplace. You don't know who you're meeting, so you really got to be smart. Like, you really be able to have to read people and pay close attention to who you're about to deal with, man. Like, you can read the between the lines, read the signs. notice the red flags, bro. So you just got to be smart when you're dealing with that type of stuff. It's not for everybody. I wouldn't recommend everybody do it because there's some gullible people out there and people that don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So for those people, stay away from it. But it's a good little spot to come up on some things. You know what I'm saying? If you're smart with who you're dealing with and what you're looking for, you know. So, yeah, whatever you do, just got to be careful. Watch them red flags.
It was a Facebook Marketplace purchase.
The plan, bring $90 and meet at this apartment.
Once the victim arrived, he had to wait outside for the suspect for a period of time.
The suspect then calling the man, telling him to move to a more secluded part of the complex. That's when police say the suspect showed up and pointed a gun at the victim's face.
He ultimately was robbed by the suspect.
After the victim called 911,
Oklahoma City 911,
undercover officers tried to scam the suspect.
Real quick, before the next one, make sure you leave a like on this video and also subscribe to my...
Oh, yeah. Also, too, bro, they do have spots like police station have, like, safe zones now. Most police stations have safe zones to where you can do those transactions. So if they try to tell you to come to the crib, you ain't got to go to their crib or nothing like that, bro. You can meet at a police station. It's a safe zone there, a safe area to where you can handle that, to where maybe officers outside, but I know it'll be cameras for sure, so it'll be safe.
My channel, or else you're gonna get scammed tomorrow. In the number 4 spot, this is one that I didn't know was actually a thing. This involves mailbox scammers, and they would go fishing in the mailbox, and I mean that literally. What these people do is they go to mailboxes where you drop off mail, that kind of stuff. It has a lot of people's stuff in it, and they would have a bottle coated with sticky glue, and it would be tied to a string, and they would drop it in and fish for a bunch of mail that has money, checks, gift cards, bank account info, that kind of stuff, and then steal it.
The brazen crime happened overnight at the drop box in front of the Newtonville post office.
It's right out in the open. There's construction going on here. This is a major thoroughfare, so it's surprising that it would happen right here, and I'm actually surprised there's some kind of camera on the building.
A patrolling officer caught them in the act. Police have arrested Dari Moretta of Boston and Jefferson Ovalle of Brighton.
Moving through, this one's pretty scummy. This guy wasn't very sneaky about it whatsoever, though. This guy, he would sit inside of this parking lot at a time that it was very busy. It cost $7 to park in this specific lot. However, when this woman came in and tried to pay for parking like usual, because she comes here from time to time and knows the fee, this guy asked for $20. So he was charging more than double what it was costing before, almost 3 times, quite frankly. And
they be
she was a little dumbfounded.
Hey, like at the sports games, sports games, concerts, you'll get a bunch of people that do that. They parking will be like $20, and then they hike it up. They hike the price up. But I mean, they used to do that in nightclubs too. You know what I'm saying? It was such and such cover charge. If it was like a big artist or something, and you can make some extra ends, put on your little tax on there, man. Put your tax on there to get your dollars. That's how they used to do it.
Found it. She did pay, however, looked into a little bit more, asked around, and figured out that this guy was going around this parking lot and basically just stealing the money from people and giving them a fake parking lot ticket. The nice thing, though, she got some sweet instant justice and got the guy in trouble with police almost immediately.
Tony paid the man $20, and in return the man handed her what seems to be a valet ticket. But that ticket belongs to the Renaissance Hotel in Austin. Tony checked with the restaurant to see the reason for the price increase and found out there was no price increase and that she had been scammed. She then immediately flagged down an officer patrolling the area who found the man in the parking lot and arrested him for theft.
Number 2, this is pretty sad, however, it is actually extremely common, so it's something to watch out for, especially for elderly people, because that's who they typically try to target. Obviously, they target single people also, because this is the romance scam, where these scammers will start talking to these people, and, they're very lonely, looking for somebody to talk to, and they go back and forth. Eventually, they start having feelings, all that kind of stuff. Oftentimes, the scammers act like they're military overseas, and at some point, after there's a nice rapport built up, they act like they need money, and they get wired a decent bit of it. In fact, a lot of these elderly people give a lot of money out, because this specific one included 80 people who got arrested for stealing an alleged $46 million.
We believe this is one of the largest cases of its kind in U.S. history.
Here's how authorities say
Man,
it
I need
worked.
to find me a dumb
Investigators say the
woman
alleged
that, you
con
know,
men went online
bet me
targeting the
down on my luck, send me
broken-hearted
like
and elderly. One using a
100,000.
romance scheme to convince
pay
a
it back to you
48-year-old Florida
for the
widow.
past never. Ad gang, man, they definitely getting their paper.
Sorry guys, I can't come to lunch. I blew all my money.
He was a military doctor stationed overseas. She wired him $87,000, telling the FBI she considered suicide when she learned the truth.
And finally, we're going to start this video off with another insurance scammer that tried to jump.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? She probably was about to commit suicide, not because of the money, but just because he didn't love her. That's wild as fuck, bro.
In front of this car, or I guess he walked up to it while it was stopped and act like it hit him. I don't know how these guys really react to when they realize that there's a dash cam, because they just look super stupid.
Man, he got a shotgun? Oh, he was holding on to the windshield wiper. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, whoop his ass. Oh yeah, he definitely would be getting the ass whipping. No fake, bro.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.
Crazy, man. They is crazy. This world is crazy. Never cease to amaze me. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in for another reaction video. Top 10 scammers who got caught. Top 10 scammers who got caught. They deserve that shit. Can't even fake. Can't even fake. Hey, make sure y'all drop some video suggestions in the comments below. I do look at my comments and I will react to the videos that y'all want me to react to. But until the next one, I'm up out of here. Yeah.